Today we're doing a 2024 lesbian drama tier list. Let's get into it. Y'all are messy because I asked you to respond to my Instagram story with your favorite, most standout lesbian and sapphic drama of 2024, and you did not disappoint. Now, I knew we were going to be talking tea today, but what I did not anticipate was needing to pour a glass of red for this one. Based on the entries I received, I feel like this is necessary. Hey humans, what's up? I'm Brianne Williamson. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to my 12 days of Vlogmas, where I will be uploading a video every other day all the way until Christmas. I am so excited for Vlogmas this year, but I'm even more excited to be bringing you 12 days of giveaways where I'm going to be giving away $1,200. Yep, you heard that right, $1,200, and all you have to do to enter to win is go to the link in the description and follow the little checklist there. But it's super easy to do, so honestly, I'll just tell you right now. All you have to do is text this number, Happy Holidays Brie, head over to my Instagram at Brianne Williamson, make sure you're following me there, and DM me, Happy Holidays Brie, and make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel. That's it, and you're entered for all 12 days of giveaways with a total of $1,200 heading your way. To you, right there. Thanks for being here, happy holidays, and let's get into this video. Listen, it's a Friday night, we're talking all the juicy gossip of 2024, and I asked for it. I don't usually talk about drama on the internet. You know, that's not my thing. Every once in a while, I'll do like a cheeky like or a comment. I have in the past done a little TikTok repost that I may or may not have then taken back because I got nervous, okay? Things like that happen, but to outwardly speak on some of these things is a little wild for me. I feel before we begin that I do need to do a few disclaimers. Number one is that this is all in good fun. For me to outwardly kind of razz someone on the internet, it's because I like you, I respect you, I like what you do as a content creator, as an artist, whatever it may be. There's one exception to that rule as I'm looking at the entries up here on my screen, and that is the character known as Sedona. But we'll get into that. All of this is in good fun, and if I say anything today that hurts your feelings, I promise if you call me, I will definitely apologize. Number two is that I personally know a lot of the people involved in a lot of the drama that we're going to be talking about today. So when I am doing my rankings today, I'm going to do my best to be as unbiased as possible. And with that, that brings me to my third housekeeping point. I am not ranking it based on how I personally feel about the drama. I am not ranking it like the top tier is stuff that I'm like, yeah, that was righteous and I believe in that. And the bottom tier is like, I don't like this person involved or whatever. That is not it at all. We are simply ranking the drama based on how I think it impacted the lesbian culture over this year. S being iconic, and again, please remember this as you're watching this video. When I say iconic, I don't mean like awesome. It might be something that I completely disagree with happening, but it was iconic in terms of how it rattled lesbian internet. To D-list, which to me is just kind of like, it happened. And trust me, I annoy the shit out of myself too doing these disclaimers, but if you've been on the internet long enough, you just know you have to do them. As I'm staring at these photos, I'm wondering if I should give some of my friends a heads up on this video, but it's all in good fun. Okay, first one is Sophia Bush comes out. As a One Tree Hill fan, this is everything I could have dreamed of and more. I loved that show. I was so in the closet when I watched that show. So this is really a full circle moment for me. I mean, what a win. What a win for the lesbians. People keep saying that 2024 is the year of the lesbians, and I could not agree more because I'm getting flustered just looking at this picture of Sophia Bush, if I'm being honest. This is hard because I'm trying to be really careful with what I would consider S tier. This one is so close to S tier for me, but I'm trying to be really particular on what I put as S tier. So I think I'm gonna put it as A. I reserve the right to change these rankings in the end. I also would love if you commented along with this video and tell me if you think I'm wrong about where I'm placing these. Next up, unfortunately, involving Sophia Bush as well, but it's Ashlyn leaving Allie. Again, I am just reading these as they were written into me. To me, the combo of the storyline of lesbian soccer star leaving other lesbian soccer star for newly out every lesbian's crush growing up, Sophia Bush, that storyline, whether you are aligned with believing the various levels of truth to it, that's S tier to me. That's S. That's S tier. Next up, a cheers to Billie Eilish this year in general, but Billie Eilish calls out Variety saying she was outed is the specific storyline that was written in. So that's what we're ranking, is Billie Eilish kind of speaking out on, I believe it was a red carpet question that she felt like she was outed about. I feel like there's so much more this year that stood out to me about Billie Eilish. It's not about this not being valid or anything else. I need to stop myself. I get so scared on the internet. I need to stop myself. Disclaimers have already been said. I think this is D. Because it was there. It happened. And then we moved on to other Billie Eilish things. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite stories of the year. As a Disney adult, this is close to home for me. It also confused me because I've only ever been to Disneyland in California. So I was very confused how JoJo was getting drunk on her 21st birthday at Disneyland. Not because that's not a choice I would make as a Disney adult, but just because in Disneyland in LA, they don't serve alcohol. So I was like, where have I been missing all of these beverages? Where have they been? At California Adventure they do now, but if you saw the videos, it's the ones where they go to Epcot, which I think is in Florida, and they go like around the world drinking. And I'm pretty sure this is what JoJo did. Something about JoJo wearing a safety vest while doing this, like a bejeweled safety vest, was everything to me. Just choosing that outfit and knowing you're just going to be a chaotic little terror, a little gremlin. So much so that you're like, I need reflective gear. Feels important. I also love the added layer of the rumor that she wasn't actually drunk. She just was doing it because it was like a 21 branding moment. And I also like the other layer that one of her girlfriends or ex-girlfriends, whatever it was there, but was not allowed to be included in any of the videos and was told to like walk 10 steps back because she didn't want her involved in the content. And when I say I like this, I just mean that it just adds so much to the lore. There's so much to talk about, which is, I think, something JoJo is great at doing, like it or not. Her mom was there, you know, the whole fam was there. It was Disney magic. I think it was a shocking moment for the internet, but I don't think it was S or A. I'm going to give it a B. It's looking good to me so far. I don't know if it's just because I like that I'm making a somewhat straight line, ironically, but it's pleasing to me. I'm feeling good about it. Charli XCX and Billie Eilish release Lunch remix. This was so powerful. I'm holding space for the Lunch remix. It also got released on the first day of Vancouver Pride, so it felt like such a gift to the lesbians. And then the DJs just moved so quickly on it. It was amazing. It was just a moment of community where this was released, and immediately I heard it 112 times over the Pride weekend. It was beautiful. However, it's not drama. It's not juicy enough. The music video was, but there's no real storyline around it. It's a piece of art. So I'm going to go C. And I think part of that might be because I just want to fill this line in. But like, look how nice that looks. Next up, we have something that I was so confused by. I wasn't just confused because it seemed so specific because I hadn't heard about it, but also because I got like 10 responses to my Instagram story about this particular story, and that surprised me. Like, there was other stories that I got hundreds of responses about, and I was like, yeah, I was expecting that, but this just seems so niche that I was confused. But maybe I missed something that shook the world. Maybe I'm wrong here, but the story is that Rachel Ballinger, who I believe is Colleen Ballinger's sister, did not get her septum ring re-pierced. And I feel like the lesbians that wrote in about this felt personally attacked by this choice. Like, it feels deeper than just choosing to not reinsert a piercing, which I get because I was on Tumblr, and back in that day, the cool Tumblr girls had a septum piercing. But to me, this is D because it's a piercing. Maybe I'm missing something. I did find this thumbnail of Rachel's video that says regret, and apparently the entire video is about the piercing, which is fine, make content where it feels right. My buddy Shannon, who's also coming up real quick, once made a video on YouTube about how to cuff your sleeves as a lesbian. So, there's room for all types of content on the internet. And I'm going to go with D for that one. Ashley Gavin gets canceled. I heard a lot about this one because at the time it happened, I was frequently co-hosting on Ash's podcast, We're Having Gay blank. So of course, when it happened, I had tons of people DMing me, tagging me in TikTok videos and comment sections and all that kind of stuff. It happened, I think. I'm going between C and D. I think I'm pulled to put it higher just because I was not involved in any way with it, but was personally being tagged a lot, so it felt like a lot, but it just seemed like a moment in time, and then the moment in time was past. I don't think it doesn't have enough juice to it. If I wasn't being tagged every damn day, would I have seen this on Lesbian TikTok? So you can tell me in the comments where you think I should have put this. I'm gonna put it C. Ashley's a comedian. She got canceled for saying something she did during a comedy set. It's C in my mind. Next up, we have the L Word cast members. The original L Word cast members. And that is important. Not because I don't love the new L Word cast members. I'm mutuals with some of them. I think they're fantastic. But every lesbian who was born between 1985 and 2000 knows that the original L Word cast members changed our lives. It wasn't additional representation. It was the representation. Renee Rapp asking them to come out and announce her at Coachella, that to me is as iconic as it gets. It was everything. It was everything. And for this reason, and because I think a lot of lesbians would agree with me, to me, that is S tier. Next up, we have our first breakup of 2024. Well, not the first breakup of 2024, but the first one that I am reacting to. This one apparently took TikTok by storm. Now, before making this video and seeing the hundreds of responses I got with these two people's names, I actually didn't know anything about this. But apparently, unfortunately, and sadly, Mandy and D divorce. They are Splitsville. And I will say, after searching them up, I do recognize the more butch presenting partner. Seen their content before, building a lot of shit. I never saw their couples content, so I was a little surprised at how rattled the internet was. Not because I don't think that the internet cares or that their divorce is a big deal or anything like that, but because usually when the internet loses it over a couple breaking up, it's because they've shared a lot of content together, right? They've gotten to know the couple, and maybe they had a couples account. I didn't see that, or maybe the content's gone now, but on my For You page all the time, I would see this person, I think it's Danae is the one, just driving tractors and shit, which I love. I mean, my girlfriend is blue collar. She drives heavy machinery every day for a living. I love it. I respect it. I think it's hot as shit, to be honest. And it's unfortunate that they broke up. Since searching it, they seem quite devastated. Again, I'm only seeing one side of the partnership. I haven't found the social media of the other person. Honestly, at this point, I'm trying to dive deep, so let me know in the comments below. Not to disrespect these people, but they're posting. They're posting about the breakup. And when someone's leaving a content trail, I'm going to follow it, especially when it's lesbians over the age of 30 talking about their shit on the internet. It's a sweet spot for me. I love it. I am going somewhat based off of the fact that I know they have a lot of followers, and my Instagram, the responses did feel like people were really truly rocked by this. However, I don't know that it made it to like mainstream lesbian TikTok in the same way that we experienced like JoJo hitting that feed. I'm gonna go B. Nice hats in that photo too. Also, I swear I'm not doing this intentionally. I know I was joking about it. I'm not trying to make it look perfect. It's just happening that way. I might be subconsciously doing it, but it's not intentional. Also, when I drink red wine, I get red teeth. So if that's happening, it's happening. There's nothing I can do. This video is already insanely long, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna make a part 2 where we add to this tier list. We finish the second half of all of these dramatic moments, because I'm really enjoying making this and talking about it, but I also don't want these videos to be 100 years long. So we're gonna do our last one, and then make sure that you are subscribed, that your bell notifications are on. I am uploading every other day for Vlogmas. That's 12 days of Vlogmas all the way until Christmas. Hit that bell, make sure you never miss an upload. I really appreciate it. It's free to do. Takes literally 2 seconds to subscribe. I know this stuff just comes up on your home feed, but as creators, it really helps us out, truly. Shameless ask, beg, plug, whatever you want to say, but I'd appreciate it so much if you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. The last one we are going with is, I forgot their names. London and Olivia were canceled. I mean, they popped up, the tweets popped up, and they're back in action making content. All within what feels like 3 months. Like, what do you want to say about it? It's like overnight success, overnight being outed on racism, and overnight a bunch of white people being like, nah, it's okay. That's the internet for you. So I'm going to put this in D. It happened. It happened, and they are carrying on, you know? Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again in 2 days, but make sure that you are entered to win one of my 12 days of giveaways. I'm giving away 1,200 bucks, and to enter, all you have to do is click the link in the description for the details. It takes like 2 minutes, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.